Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. I hope you're having a fantastic day. If you follow me on either Instagram or TikTok, you know that I had another devastating event happen. The little Larry, my first little calf, was not able to make it. And I was really heartbroken. I still am. I just felt very defeated, if you want me to be honest. And so I posted on those two social media platforms because I always want to be transparent with you guys, and you guys get to know things, because when I decided to start putting my farm on the internet, I wanted to show you guys all aspects of farming, because with having pet cattle, you guys see a lot of positives. You see cattle that get to live somewhere forever. You know, we don't use them for any kind of production quality. We have babies to sell as 4-H and FFA projects, but other than that, they're just pet cows. And they're really friendly, they're very fun, they're very cute. But I also want you to know that there is still a lot of hardships that come with owning cattle. There's a lot of unknowns, and there is a lot of heartache. And so I wanted to take a break off TikTok for sure, because I have felt overwhelmed as a creator on TikTok as well, and I'll probably get into that on this video too, because we're just going to be honest. We're going to explain everything. I want to go into depth about, you know, the Larry situation, what happened, answer questions that I've seen that are very common, and then just update you on my ladies in general, because when it rains, it pours. I have other things going on, but I also still have to be a cattle woman. I still have cows that are getting close to calving. I have a cow right now in front of me in one of my little ward pens, and so there's just all kinds of things that still have to happen. And when Reba and Marbles passed, I decided to continue, you know, kind of vlogging that experience for you guys to see what really happened the whole night and from there on out. And so I thought it would be a disservice to not do that again with this one. It's a little different, obviously, because I do know the cause of death, but I just want you guys to see what's going on. So I'm sorry that my demeanor isn't as upbeat and joyous, but I'm not super upbeat right now. I feel very defeated, and I'm still very upset, but I want to explain everything to you guys. So without further ado, let's just get right into everything so that you guys have a better understanding of what's going on, what happened, what I plan on doing, and then I'll explain to you why Izzy's in here, and then we'll go check the ladies and see who else is getting close. So yesterday, my dad told me that he had checked the cows around 8:30, and he had done all the preliminary checks because we had brought Izzy in last night, and I was just going to wait to update everybody. But basically, we brought Izzy in because she was having a little difficulty walking. I'll get into that in a second, because that's a whole nother thing. And everybody was good. He saw Larry and everything. And then I went out to do an afternoon check, because since my ladies are getting close, I like to do anywhere from 2 to 4 checks a day. And when I went out in the afternoon, I saw that Larry had passed right by the hay ring. And the way that he was laying, the way he was, I could tell that he had just gotten jumbled up in the cows, and somebody had accidentally stepped on him, so he kind of gotten trampled. And the first question a lot of people had was, you know, how does that happen? And the answer is, it is a freak accident. Cattle are extremely nurturing. They are loving. They are great mothers, and they are great herd animals. You know, they end up having babysitters. When there's babies, they take care of them. But I had noticed that between Larry's size and the fact that he would constantly go to different cows, it makes sense that that freak accident could have happened. You know, they couldn't see him that well. They are so large. You know, one step can take out a baby calf. No issues, unfortunately. And so that is really what did it for him. And so immediately I went and told Dad, because I wanted to get him buried, because cattle do mourn the death of their babies, and it's extremely sad. Ginger was very distraught because she had lost her baby, and she was upset, as she should be. And I just didn't want her to have to see that anymore. And so I decided to get Dad. He immediately started up equipment, and we got him buried properly. And obviously that didn't stop Ginger from mourning. You know, she's a lot better today. She's not mooing. I'm out here in the barn and I can't hear her, so that's good that she is healing, but it's still extremely hard. All the cattle, you could tell there was a difference in the energy. Another question a lot of people had was, you know, is this common? No. I've only had one other calf trampled in my entire cattle career, and it's really heartbreaking. It's a freak accident, and it's devastating. It really is. And so moving forward, what I plan on doing is anybody that has a calf will be brought in the barn for, you know, a week, 2 weeks, just until that baby is completely strong and that baby makes a complete bond with mom. And then once there's more babies, it will be better because then the babies will kind of band together. I think that was another negative, and that was something, you know, obviously I can't change. I can't change when my ladies have babies, but, you know, once there's several babies, they will get left and they won't go near the hay rings where the cattle are eating because that's a very dangerous area. And I just think that since Larry was the only baby, he just wanted to hang out with everybody. And unfortunately, because of his size, he was up against the barn and somebody accidentally took him out. And like I said, it's devastating. I'm heartbroken. I'm really upset about it, but it's life. And I have to come out here even though I want to just stay inside because I have other cattle that I have to take care of. Well, just when I think that I got the big camera out, the battery dies on me. But anyway, let me continue. You know, I don't like to always bring the mama cows in because they would much rather have free range to everything. But like I said, if this is going to be an issue, I just want to nip it in the butt because I've talked about it lightly on TikTok, but it really is true. It seems like once you have a rough season, it just kind of continues. And I think weather is the biggest factor this year because the last 2 years, I have had issues with slight injuries of like the ankle and the hooves and feet. And last year it was, Elsie was an actual injury and so was Blue, but I had Snow in here. I had a couple other ones favoring. And now this year I have Izzy in here. And that's why I'm going to kind of segue into talking about her. I noticed that Izzy was starting to favor a back leg. And this is not uncommon for this time of year because of Ohio's weather and how it's been this last couple seasons. Because what happens is the ground will freeze up and then it'll go, the weather has just been fluctuating. It's just been up and down. It's been in the 60s and then it freezes. And so when it's, you know, soppy and wet, the cattle make all these, you know, deep divots of their feet. And then when it freezes up, it makes those craters and it's very hard for the cattle to move around. And there's nothing I can do to avoid that, you know? I mean, I already have them in the smallest pen where the water, food, and everything is close, but it doesn't matter. It's just hard. And so what ends up happening is you have cattle, I would compare it to like spraining an ankle. It's not a severe injury, you know, it's something that they can get over, but I do like to try to take care of them because obviously I don't want to see any of them struggling to walk. Izzy isn't, you know, struggling that bad. It's like I said, it's like a light limp because it's like similar to a sprain. So she's in this little pen. That way she doesn't have to walk far and there can be clean ground so that if it's some kind of infection, I'm waiting a couple days just because a lot of times they come out of these. Because like I said, last year, there was a few that I didn't even mention on TikTok because they got over it so quick. But if she's still favoring it in a couple days, I will get the vet out here. But like I said, it's just this freaking weather has just been obvious. Like it's just been atrocious because if you guys remember me talking about when Reba and Marbles passed, another farmer had told me that the weather fluctuation is what killed a lot of his goats. And with Reba's necropsy, they said that there was hints of pneumonia in her lungs, like onset quick pneumonia. And I think that might have been what took out Marbles and Reba. I'm still not 100% sure. We're waiting on the final tox reports. You know, they said that they found they had high white blood cell counts and it looked like pneumonia, but they couldn't get any bacterial pneumonia to grow. And they checked for nitrate and nitrites and nitrate poisoning. And it wasn't that, which is good because that's what can take out a whole herd. And they're doing the final tox screen right now. And I still haven't gotten those results, but that's what I think did it. I really do. I think that is what got those two ladies, unfortunately. And it's just, it sucks because there's nothing I can do. Even if I brought them all in the barn, it doesn't matter because it's the weather. And that's the scariest and worst part of it. You know, with Larry, there's really not much I could have done because it's like, I don't want to bring all my mom and babies into a smaller pen because they don't want to do that. But at the end of the day, I might have to do that this year. And I think I'm going to, at least for the first couple. So that way, because like I said, once there's a few babies, they establish where they all hang out together and there's a babysitter with them. But unfortunately, because it was just Larry, he was hanging out with everybody and you know, it did it for him. So it's a tragedy and it sucks, but I have to take care of my ladies, like I said. So let's go out here and check on everybody. So we're just going to go do a hoochie check real quick. Red has definitely started to show a lot of signs. She's been stringing awful heavy. So luckily she doesn't mind me doing a little touching. She's not too swollen in the back end, but she's an older gal, and a lot of times with my older girls, they don't show a lot of signs before they'll just throw a baby. Hi, Leona. How you doing, sweetie? I think you still have time. Oh yeah, for sure. You still got plenty of time. Who else is over here? I know Scarlett's far off. I want to check out LaFonda, though. I see her over there. Excuse me. I know, Ginger. I'm so sorry, honey. Ooh, Phoebe girl, you gonna need a hoof trim this spring, huh? Salem. Nothing going on there. Hi, sweetie. Watch out. Careful of backing up there. What's up, Snow? How you doing, mama? No babies in you, but, you know. Hello. Hi, Goyles. We got Maybelline. Oh, LaFonda, you're definitely getting real puffy, sister. Yes, you are. You're getting real puffy. Not stringing yet, though. And then Bo Peep, still got plenty of time. Hi, Ginger baby. I'm so sorry, sweetheart. I'm so sorry. Athena, you still look fine. Ginger's peeing. And then let's go check Blue. Want to make sure Blue's doing good. How are you, sweetheart? You're not too puffy. Not too puffy at all, huh? I definitely think it's either going to be Red or LaFonda next. And then lastly, check out old Eleanor, because she was getting real puffy as well. How you looking, sister? Yeah, you're definitely getting a little puffy. They do look extra puffy when they lay down, so you can't always trust the way they look, but I know that her standing up was really puffy too, so that is definitely positive. That means, hey, I'm probably going to have a baby pretty soon. So Red, Eleanor, and LaFonda are next on my lists. Everyone's looking pretty good. I know, Ginger. I'm so sorry, honey. Really quick, I'm back in my house, but I wanted to redo my outro because I kind of rambled a little longer than I'd like, and I got a little emotional again. So I just wanted to be more clear and concise when I said that I wanted to make this video, like I said, to really just be real with you guys and answer a lot of questions that I knew would come up and be able to talk about things without having to worry about a time constraint and worry about rambling on. But, you know, I was at a very vulnerable state. This past month, really, I've still never fully come down off of being constantly on edge between, you know, Reba and Marbles, and then drama and the worries with Doja Kitty, and then, you know, issues with my girls as far as worrying about the weather when it comes to like Izzy injuries like those, or just worrying like, is another girl going to get onset pneumonia? So with the Larry thing, I just kind of crumbled, and I let comments that don't normally bother me get to me, and I hate that, but I did. And that's why I wanted to take a break from TikTok more than any other social media platform, because people got a little upset. Well, it wasn't a lot of people, it wasn't, but it was enough to just make me really be hurt when I was at such a vulnerable state, because people were really upset by the fact that I put the Doja video on YouTube instead of just immediately putting it on TikTok. And it just upset me more, because it was like, that's another platform that doesn't cost anything, and it's just so that, you know, people know I have a YouTube. Because with how frustrating TikTok gets as a creator and how they don't care about us, and the difference that I have seen from being on YouTube and the community here, and how much better of an app it is for a creator, there may come a day when I no longer post on TikTok. That's the bigger reason why I promote YouTube. I am not making money like other YouTubers on YouTuber. That should be apparent with the amount of views and subscribers I have versus obviously big channels. I'm not doing it to over here like make money off of you guys. I'm only promoting it so much because I want to make sure people know that it's there, because people had asked for it from the beginning. And I kind of just needed to get that off my chest, but not in the 10 minutes it took me to in the barn, because, you know, normally I don't let hate get to me, because I have so many amazing and wonderful people that just send me such nice messages, and you guys are so kind, and I always want to focus on that. But I was vulnerable, and I have to admit that, because I let that really hurt me. I did, and I hate that, because it made me feel like a piece of shit creator that I don't want to be, because I don't want anyone to ever think that I'm out here trying to make money off of you guys, or like really just be crappy and always worry about the money, because that's not what it is. Like, I don't want to make hundreds of thousands of dollars a month. Like, Literally, if I could just build my house and make sure my farm is paid for and take care of some animals, I'm happy. Like, I'm not a material girl. It's really not about that for me. But I do like what I do, and I want to continue to do what I do. So to do that, I have to unfortunately make money, because that is the world we live in. So I just wanted you guys to know that I'm not always like that. I always see the good versus the bad, but because of the last month that I had, I unfortunately let those comments get to me, and it won't happen anymore, because I know that those people don't really support me and don't really care, but I have a huge community of people that do, and those are the people that I want to focus on. Those are the people that I want to talk to. So I just wanted to do a better outro, like I said, because I did definitely get a little wordy, and I still probably am wordy, but thank you guys so much for just being there and being humans and just understanding, because you guys make it so easy to be transparent, because you accept my information with open arms, and you're just there for me, and I really freaking appreciate it, because that's what I needed. Because in the moment when I felt like such a piece of crap cattle woman, you guys were there to say, no, you're not. Like, mistakes happen, these things happen, it's okay. So I really appreciate you guys. And there's going to be no more weak moments where I let trolls get to me. But I had to be honest with you guys and say that they did. So thank you for watching. Thank you for being here. And I love you guys. And I will see you in the next one.